We have arrived in Naples at basically the central bus station here. The sun is shining, it's warm, the weather's great. I'm excited, there's so much to see here in Naples. So yeah, we're just gonna walk around a bit, and I think there's like 20 or 30 sites I want to look at today, so it'll be a long weekend. We have arrived at one of the central shopping streets here in Naples. As you can see, there are like millions of shops surrounding us. There are a lot of people walking around here, just going for a stroll or going shopping or whatever. And this is basically the place you want to be if you just want to buy souvenirs or anything else, really. I think this road just goes on and on, basically forever, if we like turn around. There's no end to it. We need a picture. Yeah, so we have arrived at the Cathedral of Naples, and it looks pretty great. The interesting thing is that it's like in the middle of nowhere. Like if I look to the left and right, it's just normal streets really. And then all of a sudden, right in the middle of everything, you have like this cathedral. You can't even go like to the left or right of it because there's like buildings everywhere. Turns out it's pretty beautiful in there. You basically come into the cathedral and it's a massive hall as usual, and you know, you're basically running around like this because the ceiling is full of frescoes and it's just looking gorgeous and all. The interesting thing that I wanted to mention is that it's honestly not even remotely as popular as many other cathedrals here in Italy. So if you're in Milan, for an example, and you go to the, what's the cathedral called again? There's like millions of people there, and it's the central side of the city, right? I mean, it's gorgeous, even more gorgeous than this, I'd argue. But if you're here, like, okay, sure, there's a couple of people around, but honestly, nobody really cares. You know the saying when people go like, even the worst pizza is still a good pizza? I think the same goes for churches in Italy. Even the worst church in Italy is probably still one of the best around the world. I believe this right here it's another church, but I think the view from here is pretty nice. We actually look at the back side of the thing, so we will encircle the entire building and look for our way in. I mean, turns out this is more than just an ordinary church. Apparently this is like an entire monastery, and as you can see, it's like gorgeous just walking around in here, be it inside of those pathways, the gardens in the middle, and I believe there's even more to it. So I guess we're gonna spend quite a bit of time in here. no matter where you look, there's something to be found. Like be it art, be it architecture, be it paintings, be it whatever. Like I could walk around here for hours probably and still find new things every minute. Also worth mentioning are these walls behind me. Like, no matter where you go, you will have paintings on the walls all around the area. You can always turn around and look into the garden and have like heaven right behind you. Like, I'm kind of speechless about how to describe this place because there's like just so much to see in here. This archaeological area is also part of the entire complex. Like, there's just more and more and more to it. I'm not allowed to go down there, but I'm so curious about what exactly this excavation site is all about. Because it looks amazing. Like, this is the original foundation of the entire complex that we see right here.
Merci bien. Merci.
Fountain's looking great and all, but I don't know whether you noticed or not, but this is the first time we saw water in the background. And we're gonna head for the fortress. I believe it's called like the new fortress in Italian, like Nuovo Fortress or something. But before we do that, I want to go down to the water, obviously, because like that's an interesting statue we got here. I don't know whether it's always here, not to mention whether it's always decorated the way it is right now with all the clothes attached to it. I mean, it's funny to behold. It's also very big. You probably saw how little the people are in comparison. It's like 5 meters or so. Oh yeah, and I should also mention that if we turn the other way from the mountain behind us, we have a castle there where we're going right now, the Castle Nuovo, and obviously also the ocean right in front, with, I believe, the volcano in the background right now. I might be completely wrong. Turns out I don't know how to get to the water because I just tried to go all the way down there, but the security guard was like, nope, no going through here. So we'll have to find another way, but honestly I don't know where to go because this entire area appears to be like a harbor of sorts. There's like gigantic ships standing everywhere, so I don't think I'll find a way down to the water here, but no biggie. So it turns out the castle is closed for safety reasons. My god. I think I'm just unlucky today. Hopefully it's gonna be open again tomorrow. I don't know what happened. There was just like a shield in front of it saying we're closed, sorry. It didn't say how long or why or whatever. Fortunately for us, there are a lot of other things to watch here in Naples. Right now we're in the biggest shopping center in town, I believe. It's very, very similar to the one we saw in Milan the other day. So the place is pretty beautiful, especially right now with the sun coming in through the roof. And it's also quite massive. There are like hundreds of stores in here. Probably not hundreds, but Quite a couple of them. The ceiling is just wow. We have arrived at the main plaza of the city because in the background we see the city hall, I think. And in the background we have like some other place. Turns out you can enter the place. It was fun to watch. There was not much to see, to be honest. It was like one big hall with lots of chairs to sit on and like an altar and, you know, a couple of things you see inside of a church. But yeah, it's beautiful. Like, I really enjoyed the architectural style of it, like this half moon it does all around this plaza. Not to mention that the town hall is just opposite of it. We also have those big statues standing right in front of it. So overall, I think from outside the aesthetics are even better than from inside, to be honest. So you didn't miss out on too much there. Just so you know, we're currently walking up the mountain to the castle thingy we saw like all the time today already. And I've been walking up for like half an hour already. But it just keeps on and on and on. So we'll see how much further we have to go. Just goes on and on and on and on. Like, the road has been like that for like, I'm not even lying, 30 minutes. And I've been going up, and up, and up. Oh, look at that. He's not happy. Oh, sorry, I'm leaving. Don't worry, buddy, don't worry. This right here has got to be like the coolest place you can live at. Like, imagine the view we have right here. And now look at where the people live. They're living there. It's like a cliff. And on top of that cliff, we have like those houses. There's also like a bridge from this house to this house over there. This looks so amazing. Especially with the view from up here. Wow. I mean, we're still not to the top, so yeah, let's keep walking. This neighborhood is just so cute. And just look at this terrace over there. That one, wait, that one. Oh my God, imagine how good it must be to live there and like have your morning coffee sitting there. Oh man. I mean, just in general, this entire area is just so comfortably beautiful. I know you don't see it on camera, but seriously, it's so far. My God. We started down there, not there, there. I know you can see it. You might have noticed, but I've made it to the top. I kind of didn't do commentaries for like 10 or 20 minutes because I arrived at the castle at like 1830, and there was a shield there that said last entry 1830, and I was like, there is no way. I walked all the way up here for an hour. I worked so hard just for it to be closed. But and so I ran up here. I got the ticket, and so I ran and ran. But it turns out nobody is actually controlling my ticket or anything, so I don't even know why I bought one. Maybe I'm not in the right place. I don't know. But as you can see, I made it. We're up here. It looks amazing. The sun is about to go down. I think in like an hour or so. I mean, overall, just after walking up here for an hour, it's just such a great reward to just walk around here on top of a castle, which is like the highest point all around Naples, and just, you know, have a look at everything we've seen from such a height today. I'd say it's all been worth for this shot alone. This is the other side of a city that we've basically, you know, that we haven't seen today at all. Because this is kind of what we're gonna do tomorrow. Actually, I don't know whether we will go that far, but we haven't been near the water yet. The funny thing about this castle is that no matter from what angle you look down on the city, it just looks great. I don't even know which side I prefer. I love the coast side here with a volcano in the background and the city. Oh, but the other side is also very good with the sunset and the other side of the coast. That's been so much fun. Probably my number 2 on the priority list so far. First thing, the monastery where we've been earlier. That was just crazy. But this place is also like so good to go to. Just because of the view, and not to mention that you have a full out castle to look at. So just so you know, the way down is way more pleasant than the way up. Oh, look at that cute little cat! Made it back to the hotel. The lady who was serving me at the check-in was like not having the best day. She was like, oh, okay, what do you want? And she was like talking to like 3 other people at the same time who were like ordering room service, and the AC wasn't working and whatever, and she was just, oh my god, she was not having a good day at all. But anyways, this is my room. It's looking fine, I'd say. We have like a big bed. We have a TV. I never use a TV, but sure, why not? I'm kind of curious what's behind the bed. Like, oh, it's a working area or something. Let me like try to find a light switch. Lights on, maybe? No. Maybe these? Light on? Doesn't work. Okay, am I doing something wrong here? Let me try in the bathroom. Okay, the bathroom light does work. For some reason that one does work as well. Aha, okay, for some reason this trigger is for the entire room. But yeah, now we have light everywhere. Another day starts. And there's a little story I want to tell. Breakfast at my hotel. Like, my hotel was fine, the room was fine, it was quiet during the night, everything was good. Even the breakfast was good, so I cannot complain, technically. You know, I went down to the breakfast and I took, as usual, right? I took a plate. I walk over to the buffet. I had paid for the breakfast earlier, so everything was paid for, everything was fine. And I was about to put on some eggs when some dude comes over. And he's like talking to me in Italian. I don't understand what he wants from me. And I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna put some eggs on here and I'm good. And he's like, and it turns out but he wanted to put on the food on the plate for me. And I was like, no, you don't need to do that. I can do it by myself, you know. Thank you for the service, but I'm fine. But he still was staying there, and he was like, no, I have to do it for you, sir. You know, in Italian English mix. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. So it turns out, I mean, he was just doing his job, right? But it turns out I was not allowed to put the food on my plate myself, but he had to do it for me. And I was like, why? Is this like some sort of service you offer to give a customer like some sort of luxury and service, or is it just because you don't trust me, or what's... I wasn't allowed to put anything on myself, right? So he was like, okay, you want eggs? Yep. You want sausage? Yep. You want bread? Nope. You want cheese? Nope. You want this? So he basically asked me every single item they had there if I wanted something of it on my plate. And so this single process of me ordering food or getting food took like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. I'm exaggerating, but it took a real long time. And it was fine because I was basically myself there. But later on, like half an hour later, I was almost done and more people came flowing in. Like it was two big families, so about 10 people or so. And they all stood in line there waiting for that single guy to, you know, to give them food. And for every single person, they had to go through this entire process of him asking them, you want eggs, you want sausage, you want cheese, you want bread, you want whatever. And by the time I left, they were still all standing there because it was just taking forever for this guy to do everything. Again, nothing against the dude, but I just didn't understand the system at all. I've never seen it in that way. I almost forgot about this castle. It was closed yesterday for unknown reasons. Let's give it another try. This one is on me, but it's closed on Sundays. Man, I'm stupid. Man, why would you close it on a Sunday? Yeah, anyway, so have a look. This is the castle from outside. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go in there because my flight will be this evening. That's unfortunate, but luckily there are lots of other things to look at. The view from here is just amazing. I didn't know about that yesterday. We walked into the passage from the other way around. So we saw the exit, but we didn't see the other side from here. And I think we can all agree that the facade we see here is just gorgeous. Just so you know, we're still inside of a castle. We haven't made it to the water quite yet, but it is right there. Like 1 street away from us, the water does start. We have a, oh, wow, look at the horizon. Woo, that looks nice. Yeah, we're close to the water and I love the view from around here. Just, oh, that looks great, yeah. But let's keep going and have a look at the castle before we go down to the water. Agree that those are the most scary Donald Ducks and Mickey Mouse we've ever seen. This one doesn't even have a head. Oh my god. Look at that. And just to put it in context, we have just arrived at the park I mentioned earlier, and there's like a small, you know, a small festival space around here. And there are like hundreds of those Mickeys and Donalds all over there, and they all look awful. Like, I don't know whether this was intentional or not, but they are kind of scary, you know. The park is honestly quite unspectacular. It's not big and there's not much to look at. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really. It's a park. At long last, we made it down to the water. It took us forever, and I'm so glad we're here. What we see here is the Fountain of Giants. It's very, very close to the spot I've been to just now. And just overall, the shots we're doing today are so much different from basically everything we've seen yesterday. Way less people around. It looks way more summer-ishly, like from the vegetation alone, and like it looks like you're about to go on a summer holiday when you're around here. For some reason this castle is also closed. Don't ask me why. It should be open on Sundays, but I guess we just got unlucky today. Now we have a very good view of a castle in the background, as well as the volcano. The view in general is just very good on this part. I mean, I was looking for the coast for so long, and it just turns out that in the east of the city you have like all the industrial zone and all. You can't actually go down to the water, but here in the west of the city it's just a gorgeous pier that stretches on and on over kilometers. So the biggest surprise of the day is this, whatever this is. And we're all doing lots of noise. People are very excited about it. And I have no clue what's going on. I'm just doing my route, checking out, the sights of the city, and all of a sudden I run into those, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, whatever. Piazza Martiri is what this place is called. I actually do know that because I just checked. Because I was not expecting to see like a beautiful monument such as this one. Especially the lines are awesome. I think each of them is an individual, so they all look different. And overall, I did not expect to find this here, so I'm so happy about it. It's always difficult to get such big monuments on camera because I'm filming like diagonally. Is that correct? Whatever. We have just finished our visit to the Archaeological Museum of Napoli. And oh my god, it was so good. There was so much to see and I just loved being in there. We arrived back at where we started. We are back at the bus station. From there we're gonna take a bus back to the airport. Too bad that it's over. Like, Naples was such a great place to walk around, especially on the second day, just near the water, everything. On the first day, the monastery was amazing, up on the mountain. Yeah, so I enjoyed it a lot. So many things to do, and let's be honest, I probably haven't done half of the things you could do because the castles were closed, so many more museums, etc. For now, it's over. I'm kind of sad I have to leave, but that's how it is. Anyways, let me know what you enjoy the most here in Naples. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.